Hey you guys, I am sorry. My live video, I know I was live, but I don't think it saved, which is frustrating. So we're gonna do this all over again. Thank you for joining me. This isn't live, but I will post it to our page so you guys have access to this. We'll cover all the great details again. So here's what we're going to talk about. Every Sunday, a Summit Health coach goes live to chat about something that our clients struggle with or a habit that we can create, just something where we can empathize with you guys, we can educate you and empower you to always be getting better, right? This week, we're going to talk about sleep. You'll notice a ton of our posts were targeted towards this subject this week, and the reason is this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. Most of you know I get up really early and coach at a couple different gyms, and with that, I have really come to appreciate and value quality sleep, right? So that's something that I really want to make sure our clients understand as well. It's something we cover in every single check-in. We're always asking, how is sleep? How much sleep are we getting? What is quality sleep? You know, anything that we can do to kind of hack our sleep or make it better is going to be key. So the things that we're going to talk about is creating a nighttime routine, whether it's brushing your teeth, you know, taking a shower, turning off the lights, reading a book, setting things out for the next day. It's like create a nighttime routine that is very similar every single night. So basically you're teaching your body, oh, okay, yes, we're priming it for bed. We're getting ready to go to bed. So create that nighttime routine. You do the same thing for your kids, right? You get them in their jammies. Maybe you read them a story. Maybe they have, you know, a warm cup of tea or something like that. As adults, we need the same thing. We need this routine to teach our bodies, oh, now it's time to go to bed. The other thing that I would say is try to dim the lights. Try to dim the lights an hour or two before bed, kind of shut off the, you know, that cortisol, that it's time to be awake. We want to kind of down regulate everything and teach our body, oh, so we're priming it for sleep. We're getting ready for sleep. The other thing that's huge is caffeine. When is the last caffeine that you've consumed? And I've heard this from so many people. They're like, oh, you know, I can drink a cup of coffee and go to bed. It's absolutely no big deal. You think it's not a big deal, but it really is. It really, really is. So you may think you're sleeping fine, but I would bet my life if you track your sleep, you're probably not. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours. So your last cup of caffeine should be noon. Right? Around noon, maybe 1 o'clock, but no later. It will affect your deep and restorative sleep. The other thing that can be helpful is to try to limit your liquids an hour or two away from bed. So I'm trying really hard to hydrate, make sure I'm drinking plenty of water, 80 to 100 ounces a day. And if I get my water in too close to bed, I wake up and have to go to the bathroom. And that obviously affects your sleep. It pulls you out of that deep sleep. It also takes time to get back to deep sleep. So if you can, try to limit your liquids around bedtime. A lot of us are doing magnesium. We know that's such a helpful sleep hack, but take your magnesium with just a little bit of water, not a huge glass. Turn off your screens, right? And again, try to dim your lights an hour before bed. I know a lot of people want to chill out, watch some TV before they go to bed. Maybe they read their book on their iPad or their Nook. Turn it on nighttime mode if you can. Wear some blue light blocking glasses. Do what you can to minimize that blue light. It is very stimulating, and it can, even though you may not think, like you can fall asleep no problem, right? You're tired, you fall asleep. It prevents you from reaching REM sleep because of that blue light. It's creating a hormonal reaction that you don't know that's happening, and so do what you can to limit that blue light. Let's see. Keep your phone out of the bedroom. That's the other really huge one. A lot of us use our phone as alarms. I love to use mine. I love using that bedtime feature where it shows me like what time I go to bed versus what time I wake up, how many hours of sleep I get. But if you can, put it on airplane mode. You shouldn't be getting notifications in the middle of the night anyway. You don't need to see your email, your text message or whatever. Put it on airplane mode, and then you can still use that alarm. Electromagnetic frequencies affect your circadian rhythm. There is tons of studies showing that they truly do affect your circadian rhythms. And so getting those devices, getting your television, getting your Wi-Fi, getting anything that pulls a signal out of the bedroom is going to be key for you having really good quality sleep. If you have to be reached, maybe you're on call, or maybe, you have a friend who's do, and whatever it is, if you have to be reached, try to get it 6 feet away from your person. Set it across the room, across the way, if you have to have the signal on. The other thing that's huge to reaching deep restorative sleep is getting your room temperature at a low temperature. 62 to 68 degrees is ideal. A lot of us keep our homes at like 72. And so getting your room down to a cool temperature is huge. Chili pads are something that a lot of people, a couple of my clients have used and really enjoy. It's similar to like a heating pad, but obviously it does the opposite. It cools us down. A fan, open the window if it's cool outside. Do what you can to make sure and cool down that temperature. The other thing that can be helpful is taking a cool shower before you go to bed. And I know, like, you might think this is counterproductive. Like, why would I take a cold shower? It's going to wake me up. I thought the same thing, but this is something I've tried probably 3 different times. And honestly, yes, initially it does wake you up, but I slept like a baby. And actually I track my sleep using this Aura ring. A lot of people have the Whoop. My temperature lowered the fastest, which meant I had the most REM sleep because of that. So if you track your sleep, be mindful of that and notice the faster your temperature lowers, the faster you will reach that deep restorative sleep. So just a little fun fact there. The other thing, lights out. Do what you can to absolutely minimize any light in your room. I mean, utter and complete darkness. Whether it's dark out shades, absolutely no lights. Put something over your alarm clock so you can't see the light from that. Wear a sleep mask. That has been huge for other clients and myself as well. Even research showed that someone can be like dead out asleep and they will just put a little light like on the back of their knee and it will actually start waking them up. So light is huge. Again, if you wear a sleep tracker, I love the thing that sold me on the Aura ring is it's a red light that actually reads body temperature. And that doesn't disrupt your sleep. So a lot of other trackers can be sleep disrupting. So be mindful of that and perhaps maybe take it off, right? Okay, so just finishing up here. A good mattress, good blankets, that's key. Make sure everything's clean. Wash your sheets once a week. Hang them out to dry if you don't have allergies. Like that smell and crawling into crisp, clean sheets and a comfortable bed is huge. The other thing is gravity blankets. That's been shown to help a lot of people. We actually have tried it. I love it in the wintertime. Chad really loves that feeling of having like heavy blankets without the extra heat. But in the summertime, don't love it so much, but that could be a ticket as well. And the other thing that can be helpful is to track your sleep. Honestly, I know that if I can get 7 to 7.5 hours of sleep, I feel my best. 8 hours is like optimal. If I can get 8 hours of sleep, like I feel no need for any power naps. I feel creative. I feel snappy and sharp. I love it. But midweek I don't get quite that much, and on the weekends I try to get a little bit more. So even though typically it's best to be in a very consistent routine, if you can, try to, sleep is cumulative, so you can catch up. Try to keep a midweek routine, and then if you need to, create sort of a weekend routine so that you're on average getting 8 hours a night. That would be a really, really solid goal. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy your beautiful Sunday. We'll share this in our newsletter. It'll also be on YouTube so you guys can enjoy it there. And I hope you make it a great week.